Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy Lawson. So today's video we're going to be talking about how to move to LA, what you need to do to move to Los Angeles. Yay! If you're interested in moving to Los Angeles, Los Angeles is something that you've just been thinking about to move here because you love this place. This is what I did. So hopefully it can help you guys out. But without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so to move to Los Angeles is no joke. First thing first, you have to have a plan. And when I say have a plan, I'm just saying don't overthink moving to Los Angeles. Don't be jaded to moving here because this place is really like a beautiful place to live. First, you want to decide and what you want to do, like what city you want to live in. Los Angeles is huge, okay? There's different city, there's different vibes. So what city you want to live at, know that for sure. And I would recommend like coming to visit and spending like a week, not even a week, like you can probably spend like 3 days just to catch a vibe, enjoy the city and have fun here and see what you like about it, like. And if it's for you, then it's for you. What I did when I was moving to Los Angeles, I'm an influencer and a content creator on social media. So I do make money from social media. So when I've been here only for 2 years. So when I decided that I wanted to move here, I was making a little bit of money off social media and I had money saved aside. I saved up to like 6K. You don't necessarily have to save that amount of money, honestly, but I would say save money, have money in your account before moving here. This city is expensive, and it's expensive because like everything costs money. Parking, like I've never really got any parking tickets before in my entire life until I moved here. Parking tickets, like food, like it add up because everything is money, and your money will go like this. So like I would say save roughly around 6K, but if you can save at least 3K. And the reason why I said that, just for like, okay, like for example, decide what you want to do. Are you moving here with a roommate? Are you moving here by yourself? When I moved here, I knew that I wasn't quite ready to live for myself, so I moved here like doing roommate situation. But in Los Angeles, you don't necessarily have to like, there's a lot of apps and websites that you can find roommates at, and there's also this thing called co-living. If you don't know what that is, co-living is what I did when I moved here. So basically co-living is there are these apartments and buildings, like apartments and houses that offer roommates like situations. So you don't really have to go above to look for roommates for yourself. You can just apply to the apartment, like applying, and then when you get approved, you will be living with probably 4 to 3 like people, but you will have your own room. My situation was I had my own room and my own bathroom, and then like I was sharing the living space and the kitchen with my 4 other roommates. It was like a huge like apartment. So that was my situation when I decided to move here. I felt like that was way better, and I like the co-living situation as well because you don't have to worry about if your roommates didn't pay their rent. Like it's not on you, it's the apartment people, that had nothing to do with you. You take care of your rent and that's it. The only down part about co-living, I would say, that I didn't really like, you would be roommating, you would be like a 18-year-old girl and your roommate would be like a 60-year-old man or a 60-year-old woman or somebody like that's not really like your vibe. Your roommates will be anybody because they don't discriminate with sex, age. They don't do that. So that's the only down part about a situation. And you might get like a crazy person that doesn't like to clean up after themselves. And I have my share. That's why I'm not in co-living right now. I have so that's the down part of co-living. So I don't know if you want to do that, but that's what I did, and I don't regret it. The first year I did it when I moved here, it was good because all my roommates were really nice. We're all around the same age. Like, go watch my old vlogs. You will see, like, we have fun. We partied together. We did a lot of things. And in the second year, I had these crazy girls that moved in that just kind of killed the vibe, because when my roommate's lease was over, they moved out, and the people brought in some other people, and I didn't get along with those people they brought in. So that was when my co-living situation started going downhill, and I had to leave. Okay, but you might be lucky and get like dope roommates that you guys can be friends with. But that's the down part of having co-living. So I recommend looking into co-living if you're moving here to, if you're thinking about moving to Los Angeles and you don't know nobody. Because I didn't know nobody when I moved there. If you don't know nobody but you still want to move here, look into co-living. It's a great way to get to know other creative or other people, but also you don't live by yourself, and you, like, you know, Los Angeles, California, everything is based on credit. You have to have a good credit for it to even get an apartment. So the credit score that they look at is 600. 600 is a good credit for them. Like, I had credit 600 where, like, I was able to get an apartment super fast, and with everything being approved. If you don't have good credit, you need like a co-signer, so somebody to co-sign for you, you know. But you know, I don't know, like, if you have that, that is good. Even with the best way, I would say that you don't really, if your credit is not 600, and you don't have a co-signer, your another option you can do is sublet. So if you try to sublet an apartment, that, or a house, or wherever it's the place you want to live, usually they don't look at credit for that. Yeah, because even the spot I'm at, he didn't ask for like credit or anything like that. We just signed an agreement and a paper, and I'm here for a year until I figure out what else I want to do. So that's another situation. If you don't have a good credit, you can sublet an apartment or a house or somebody's room until you figure out what you want to do, or until you can get your credit up, or whatever you want to do, you know. So that's another plan that you can do. Future Tammy here. I'm editing the video, and then I forgot to highlight one of the most important things that make LA, California so expensive is the deposit. So like with other states, like your deposit is probably like $100 or how much your rent is, but LA, the deposit are really expensive, and that's why everything is based on credit. If you don't have a good credit, you will pay more in deposit. I know the law have changed now, so landlord cannot charge you more than your rent for a deposit. So it's changed. But before, like, for example, when I was looking for apartments, because my credit was not the best, I was looking just to pay $3,000 just for a deposit, guys, for a 1,500 studio. That's why it makes LA so hard for people to live by themselves, because of deposit. And honestly, who have money just sitting around just for deposit, you know? People want to use that money on their rent. Also, yeah, even with the co-living situation, you still have to pay a deposit. Co-living is basically the same thing as getting your own apartment. It's just like you have roommates, so it's the same thing. Is you're still paying. My deposit was the amount of, like, I think $1,000 was my deposit when I got my co-living situation. So it's the same thing, guys. So yeah, just have money, save up for a deposit, no matter what you do. Even with the sublet that I'm doing right now, I still had to pay a deposit, but it wasn't like a lot of money, you know. It was a little bit more affordable for deposit. So save money for deposit. Okay, so everything is based on credit. Please, you have to have a good credit. And then also, when I moved here, I freelance, so I did a lot of social media. I was making money off social media, but you know, it wasn't consistent. So I still have my freelance job. I do freelance like makeup, freelance skincare, and then I'm a model too. So I had that screens of incomes. But you know, sometimes things fluctuate. So like, I would recommend that you have a job. Maybe your job can transfer you here. Have a job, have something stable, that you're making money. Because like, if you're not making money in Los Angeles, you're gonna be stressed, and being stressed in this city is just not fun. It's meant for you to really enjoy it, have a beach day, relax. go out, coffee, like be spontaneous out here. Like, but if you're thinking about money, you're not gonna enjoy it, okay? And then also another tips that I will want to throw out there, please, when you move out here, please know who you are and know yourself. Because when you move out, the first year I moved out here, like I felt like I was doing some stuff where I was trying to fit where I don't belong, or try to do things. Just I was doing a lot of people pleasing, and it wasn't who I was. So I had to get myself out of that situation to really tell myself, girl, this is not who you are. Like, get yourself together. This is not. So please know who you are, and having boundaries and strong boundaries, because people out here, when they figure out that you are nice and you have money or something, like they will find ways to use you in a way where you don't even feel like you're being used, but you are being used. And people do use people for like their energy, their vibes, like where you can take them and stuff like that. So just be aware of yourself and enjoy your own company. Like if you are somebody that enjoy your own company, you are definitely gonna enjoy LA, like because you can do things by yourself and you really don't need other people to have fun. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then also when I moved here as well, so like I wasn't quite ready to, like, if you are moving here with no money, you really just want to get out of your small town. You have no money. This is what I would say. I won't recommend it. I will absolutely not recommend it at all. But if you're still undecisive of this is where you want to live, but you still want to check it out, but you still want to save money, there are Airbnb out here that kind of also do kind of like a co-living situation where you pay like $900 for a whole month, and then like, but you're still sharing. You can, like, I've known people, my old roommates told me something that she did like a room share with a random person. Like, I'm telling you, LA, because the housing situation out here suck so bad, and there's so much homelessness, so there's so many ways to get a place. There's like room share, there is apartment share. Everything is like basically apartments, because everything is expensive. Like, you're paying $1,300 in a different state. That's in a whole apartment. But over here, that you have a roommate, okay? It's rarely, unless if you're living in like, there's towns out here. So if you want to live by yourself and you want to live somewhere affordable, the affordable places are like Koreatown. That's the only place that I really know. I think North Hollywood is more affordable, where you can find like a studio for like $15, around that price. But the only down part about living at those places, I know North Hollywood is a little bit farther from everything, and then Koreatown, everything is so stacked up because there's so many like families that live there, so it's hard to find parking. So if you're moving here with no car, Koreatown would be a good place for you to look at if you want to get your own little studio and you don't want to worry about sharing an apartment with anybody. So Koreatown, look into Koreatown. But parking is bad. It's bad unless if you find a spot that have parking. Parking is bad, and sometimes the apartments out there are kind of really old. So yeah, I never lived in Koreatown. Like, I was going to, but fortunately I was happy enough to find a spot where I'm at. Grateful for that. So that's something you should think about. If you want to live by yourself, look into Koreatown. Yeah, so learn the neighborhoods. So there's so many different neighborhoods. You don't really have to be Hollywood. I feel like that's where most people will try to move when they first moved out here, just because it's Hollywood. I like it. I was living in Hollywood when I had my little co-living situation I was in. But it was okay. But I like it, but it smells like straight up piss. Like, I don't know if Hollywood, I want to move back to Hollywood because it's just, I've grown out of it. That's not what I'm at. If you are a hipster, you want to look into like Echo Park, Silver Lake, Highland Park. Those are like hipster neighborhoods that you can look into. But those places are expensive, but I'm pretty sure you can find something. If you're like a suburb kind of girl and you wanna live in Los Angeles, but you want to live in California but you still want to live a little bit farther and you don't mind the drive, Pasadena. I love Pasadena. I love going to Pasadena. Whenever I'm in Pasadena, I literally feel like you're not in Los Angeles. It's so cute, it's so clean, and the apartments out there are really, really nice. But I think they're pricey. I haven't looked up into apartments out there yet. But there are different towns that you can live at, you know, and there are lots of other options out here. Just do your research. And then before you move here, like come and live, like come here for a week or something just to experience the city. And one thing, if you decide to move to Los Angeles, please have a way that you're gonna be to drive, because like bus, I've never taken the bus out here before or anywhere, like really, I've always had a car. But no, having a car, because like things would say 30 minutes, but it feels like hour. These cities are not, they're close to each other, but it feels like because of the traffic is so bad, it feels like you're there for an hour. You need mobile, you need a car to enjoy the city. Like there's people out here that live here and it just, you know, they're just paying rent and they don't have a car, and you can do that as well. But like moving around would be hard and you would spend a lot of money on Uber, and Uber is not cheap either. So it's like, why would you want to spend so much money on Uber when you can just get yourself a little car and be able to move around and don't have to depend on anybody else to move situation. But if you are someone that is moving here with no car, the best place I would say that would be good for you is Hollywood to move, just because Hollywood is a little bit more small. It's not small, but you know, it's a little bit more, it's there, it's a pack up, it's like the city. Where I think Hollywood is the best place to move if you don't have no car. You can move to the city, you can move to downtown, but the reason why I said no for downtown, because like downtown is still a little bit farther from where all the parties be at. Barely no parties be happening downtown, but parties and all the bars and clubs will be in Hollywood. So if you are moving with no car, I would say living in Hollywood would be your best options, because that's where most of all the Hollywood is very close to West Hollywood. West Hollywood is where some of the cute bars and cute stuff be happening at. I don't think moving downtown, if you're trying to move here with no car, is a good situation, just because it's still a little bit farther from a lot of places that you will want to go. Yeah, but what else didn't I talk about? But yeah, like honestly guys, don't be jaded, don't be to moving here. Like living in Los Angeles is a vibe. Like if you have just knowing yourself, be confident when you come here, because you will meet, don't let people intimidate you or anybody else out here. Like you gotta know who you are when you move here, because basically people like to walk around acting like they're celebrities because they post content. It's ridiculous. Like know yourself, be but yeah, it's like it's not really that hard. Like just save your money and be by yourself. And when you come here, don't be trying to show off, because I feel like when people move out here, they don't really like the city because they come here having a mindset that they are the celebrities because they see celebrities. Like I mean, there's celebrities, you go to the bar and there's a celebrity sitting next to you or whatever, you know. Like sometimes people have the mindset that they are celebrities when they're really not. Like, you know, you want to go to the clubs and want to be treated like the celebrities and stuff, and then when you get turned down and then you feel like shit, well, you're not a celebrity, babe. Like, you know, like be humble. Like, but you know your worth, but be humble. You will enjoy the city. Like just personally for me, I don't really go out. I'm not really like a clubby girl. The only time I go out if I'm invited out, if a friend was having like something and they invite me out, that's when I like to go out, because I feel like those are the best time to go out, when you are going out for a purpose, not just to get up and go. But if you're young and you move here, do you? Yeah, like I feel like I highlighted everything that I needed to say about this. So just don't be scared. It's not a hard place to move. You need an adult. Do not come here with no money. I won't recommend it. I was talking to my roommate before I started sitting down to create this video, and my roommate said that he moved here spontaneously. He was in like a band and he was couch hopping. I mean, you can do whatever way you want to do. If you like to struggle, that's good for you. I don't like to struggle, so like I don't know. I don't like to, you know, calling people, be like, hey, this, that, and that. No, like I like to be comfortable, so I won't recommend it at all moving here with no money. Please have money. Once you have money, like at least if you have like 6K, if you have 3, but at least you have a job, have 3 months rent. I would say have 3 months rent, okay? And then have something lined up for you, okay? And then yeah. And have the best part also, I would say, that I love about California, there's so much stuff to do here. Like for me, I'm into like yoga, I like hiking, I like going for walks. Like I love nature stuff, so that's why I like it. I love nature stuff, you know. I like to vibe out, like, you know, I love having beach days. Those are my vibes, you know. So have your vibes and have the things, whatever vibes you are into, I promise you is here. But just be smart about it. Don't come here being a people pleaser, because that stuff will make you hate this city and hate being here. Like just enjoy your own vibes and have your own confidence, have your own swag. Don't follow the crowd. So one of the best part that I love about California, especially I feel like California is a very great place for creative. Like you can find modeling jobs like this. You can really find your purpose. You can really discover who you are, your true purpose in life. I feel like I said before, California is all about self-discovery in my book. You know, it's where like, but you gotta know yourself, babe. You gotta really know yourself. You really got to. It's a really great place to network. It's a really great place to like start a business, thrive, discover new activities. And you know, like a lot of the brands, one of the main reasons I moved here was because a lot of the brands that I have worked with when I was in Dallas was located here. As soon as I moved there, I started getting a lot of like stuff was just happening for me, you know. Doors were opening for me that I never thought I could get. If you're creative, this is a good place to be, you know. Just be smart about it. Don't come here trying to follow the crowd. Like I've said this over and over, like be you. Do things for yourself and do things, because I feel like when you are yourself and when you are confident with who you are, there's an aura and there's an energy about you that draws people, and it makes you want people to be around you. If you're somebody that is just like want to fit in, people can sense that. Like, they will sense that and they will treat you accordingly to how you're acting. Okay, so don't come here trying to fit in. Do your own shit. Move your own way. You will enjoy the city. Go for your walks, bike, go outside, like do your own thing. Like this city is for self discovery. Like discover things, like own whatever you do when you come here. I feel like that's what California is. Be original. Be original. Why are you coming here trying to be like everybody else? Like, I've given you guys enough tips on how to move here, and good luck if you to move here. Enjoy yourself, have fun, be you, and this city is a great place to live, and don't let people scare you. I guarantee you the ones that don't like it here were trying to keep up with the Jones, and they couldn't keep up. That's why they don't like it. They don't like it. But anyways, it was good. It was good talking to you guys. The beginning of the month, I will have a new vlog, and I have so much stuff lined up this month that I'm planning and I'm gonna be doing. So if you guys want to keep up with me and see what I'm up to, I talk about real stuff out here, my real situation. I want to be in Los Angeles for like 2 years now. I'm going on 3. I hope this video motivated you to move here and for you to feel a little bit more confident that you can move here. Like, it's really not that hard. Just be about your money, okay? Just be about your stuff. All right, bye guys. It was nice talking to you guys. Bye. And make sure you like, subscribe, and show your girl some love, and write down in the comments or situation, like why you don't want to move here, why you wouldn't move to California, like what's your problem, I don't know. Let's have a conversation. Like, comment down.